Okay, I'll tell you a story. This is the story of the very last bear. Once upon a time, there was a little bear called Goldilocks. Goldilocks was a very pretty bear.
Goldilocks, the little bear, went into the forest to look for her mum, the clever mummy bear who had gone to find food. There were very few forests left, so she had to go a long, long way to find food for her baby, and she still hadn't come home. So Goldilocks, the little bear, left her cozy home. She could hear the frightening roar of chainsaws and growl of diggers. So she walked and she crawled and she crawled and she walked, nothing around her but dark earth and big trees. All of a sudden, she saw a man in front of her. "What are you doing out here in the woods, little bear?" asked the man. "Can you help me? I'm looking for my mummy," said Goldilocks, the little bear. "What are you doing in the woods?" "I'm an artist. I live here." "Tobias Dupont at your service," the man said. "You look cold, little bear. I have a warm hut and some nice hot porridge if you're hungry." The little bear was very hungry, but her mum, the wise mother bear, had always said, "Don't speak to strange men, Goldilocks." But he seemed so kind. He lived in a simple stone artist's cottage in the woods. "Come on in, little bear," he said. Inside the cottage it was warm and cozy. "Sit down at the table and warm your paws," said the nice artist, Mr. Dupont. He gave her a bowl of lovely hot porridge. It was delicious, just like her mummy used to make. She couldn't help a tear forming, thinking about where her mummy could be. "What's wrong, little bear?" asked the artist. "I'm worried about my mummy," said Goldilocks, the little bear. Tobias Dupont smiled at her. "Why don't you have a sleep and we can look for her tomorrow," he said. Goldilocks closed her eyes. Sometime later, she heard talking. It was in a strange language.
Maximization of this Greenacre of retail profits for consumers in this potential of this Greenacre site for commercial viability, dangerous carnivorous wildlife, clearance of native fauna, and the fact that you are responsible for the optimizing of profits for consumers in a retail environment for which you are employed, I wish to see corpses, not copses. I want to see vertical integration, not vertical vegetation, and you are harbouring an ursine stray.
Tobias asked Goldilocks, "Is there anything wrong?" The artist gave her a strange look. "Little bear, I have to go out for a while. Here are my keys. You can go anywhere as long as you don't use the big key to the cellar." "Where are you going, Mr. Dupont?" asked the little bear. "I'll be back soon," said the artist, and he went out with the strange man. Goldilocks the bear woke up and felt very hungry. The porridge had all gone. First she went into the kitchen. She opened every cupboard, but they were all bare. She tried every key the artist gave her, but found nothing to fill her hungry tummy. Finally, there was only the biggest key of all left, the one the artist had told her not to touch. "Darling, darling, it's time for dinner."